open up the chat window on here so that way I could see when people are saying anything. How's it going, ladies and gents? Don't mind me. Okay, it's not even opening up now. That's better. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. Oh, snap the... Boy, that's weird. My audio is still on. Okay, let's see what the quiz of the day says. Which would you rather do with a rope? Climb it and jump it, or tie someone up with it?
Oh, come on already. Pick one. Or two.
Let's climb it for now. Health net, Perhaps you'd rather take the stairs down? Yeah. More often than not, yes.
So you're into climbing and jumping, huh? Well, put on your sneakers. You're headed to the gym class floor. But first...
Oh boy.
How many of
gym
you are
class.
there?
I'm still by myself.
One? Well, let me be the first to congratulate you on winning this game.
Thank you, elevator lady.
Are you a first-time rider?
Nope.
Ah, yes, they always come back.
How could I not come back?
Type your name. Were my instructions unclear? Please type in your name.
No. Give me a generated name, lady.
Here's an idea for you. Let's call you Wedgie.
Wedgie. Oi.
I need to remind you that your buzzer is the letter B.
Okay.
Okay, let's have a nice clean game in there. And remember, no horsing around in the shower.
Well, I already have a shower, so...
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Gymnasium Ad Nauseum. Pump it up till you get up.
Oh my.
And now, here's your host, Cookie.
All right, welcome to the game. Maybe we should warm up first. I'd hate for you to pull something.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Okay, slip into your gym shorts and let's play.
Alright, let's get my finger on the B. So I hit
Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest value you can.
now.
Okay, nice shot. Here's your category.
Okay.
You're flunking gym, Mr. President.
Oh no.
Here's the question.
Oh, I had a feeling that
If the requirements for the Presidential Fitness Award and Presidency of the United States were the same, which of your classmates would be eligible for the award? Natural-born citizens over 35 who do pull-ups, naturalized citizens who are good at sit-ups, anyone over 25 who does the flexed arm hang, or 10-year U.S. residents who run a fast mile.
It's 35, right?
Gotta
I'm
be over
not an
35 to be
American, so-
president? You betcha.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't worry, still being in elementary school when you're 50 won't hurt your chances of being elected to the presidency.
Boy, I feel bad for everybody.
Okay,
who's
buzz
back
it and
that
lock onto the...
long.
Okay, give it up for
That's not good.
scoring in gym class, if you know what I mean. Okay, take a
think
look
I
at
know
this
what you mean.
analogy and get ready to choose the best answer.
Alright, what do we got?
Condom is to IUD as, flexed arm hang is to pull-up, parallel bars is to uneven bars, rugby is to soccer, or softball is to baseball.
Both birth controls. One's for a guy, one's for a parallel uneven?
In gymnastics, parallel bars are for males and the uneven bars are for females. And let me tell you, birth control is just as hard to maneuver when you've got a crowd watching and international judges scoring your performance.
Ooh. I imagine the anxiety
All right,
would
bang your
probably
buzzer
get
and grab the
worse
highest
over
bell.
time.
Here's your category. Pain in the class. Okay, hang tight. We're talking about $3,149 here. Here we go.
Thanks. Okay.
If your high school had taken the term intramurals literally, which of these sports
Intramurals?
could you have played? Foosball, volleyball, softball, or hacky sack?
What the heck is intramurals? Foosball?
Translated literally, intramural means foos. Come on, idiot.
I know
You should have
nuts.
picked this.
Volleyball?
Intramural means within the walls, so you be playing volleyball until the walls start closing in and the air begins to run out. Must stop talking, stop stealing my air. Ah!
Cookie, do I need to
Hit your
do I need
buzzer to
get you
choose the
help?
value. It's roadkill time.
Wow.
Alrighty, remember to buzz in on the item that correctly unites the pair on the screen. And also, there's some bonus money up for grabs at the end. Okay, pop the clutch, baby.
Okay.
Thumb plus fingers plus palm equals, and Spicoli's teacher, Mr. Blank. What unites these two?
Hand?
Score!
12 inches, and you hop on one.
A foot? A pogo stick. I wish it was a pogo stick. Foot.
Type of drink Coke is, and bathroom cleaner Blank Scrub.
Soft. Yeah.
Makers of Dark Neon and Viper, and Wyatt Earp City.
I've never. What is this? Oh, dodge. That makes more sense. It's like, what is this connection?
Click the
between
habit, and I'll blank your butt.
Kick. Massage your butt. Touch your butt. Admire your butt. No. Where? Ah! You wish. Where is it? There's kick.
Woven container in hopeless case.
A basket? That's bottom. There's basket.
Degrading and army installation.
Great. Base? Are these...
Okay, it's bonus time.
So
What do
like
all the correct answers have in
sports,
common?
okay.
Are they all wrestling maneuvers? Items on a playground? Parts of the body? Nike shoe styles? Games with ball in their neck? That's it, count it. Okay, it's not often that I use my position here to promote my own ideas, but here it is. Make dodgeball an Olympic sport. Write your local representatives.
Hey, it could happen, Cookie. It
All
could.
right, there it is. Let's keep moving.
I love to see people play.
Now select the highest value and see if you hit the jack. This one's called Big Words Are Funny.
Big words are funny.
Okay, hope you paid attention in English class because it's time for a thesaurus question. I'm going to
Okay.
show you a phrase, and when you figure out what it's a synonym for, buzz in. If you don't know what a synonym is, well then, just guess like you would normally.
Okay.
Hamper sphere snare. Okay, what's this a synonym for?
Hamper
Basketball
sphere
net, football helmet, tennis shoe, or jock strap?
Hamper sphere sounds like a basket.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Well, aren't you literate? When I first saw it, I thought it was a fancy term for wedgie.
Honestly,
Hey, buzz in to select a
that sounds
value.
right up that alley. Now.
Coming up,
Okay, not bad.
what will my bra train me to do? Oh, God. Do you remember
Keep
getting
things in
undressed in the
check?
school's locker room for the first time? It was so embarrassing trying to keep your breasts covered. I bet the girls had a rough time, too. Suppose you flash a breast while changing in the locker room. What's hanging out? Bolivia, Thailand, France, or Romania?
None
That's not it.
man.
All right, keep your shirt on.
France.
Brest
Okay.
is a port city in northwest France that was first discovered with the onset of puberty.
It would have to be.
Hit your buzzer to select the value you want.
Map?
Bingo.
Wow.
They weren't athletic, cool, or fun, and wimps were what we called them. W-I-M-P-S, W-I-M-P-S, W-I-M-P-S. Admit it, you were one. Oh,
Welcome
Kind
to
of.
Wimps.
Kind of.
Remember to buzz in on the first letter of the answer you have in mind. If you collect all the letters, you grab the cash. Let's do it.
Okay.
The Nutty Blank.
Professor.
Way to go, Professor. Not mature.
Immature.
You're all grown up. Back to the Future family. Hello, McFly. Saved by the Bell Wimp. Let's kill him. One more letter and the bonus is yours. The most fearful Smurf.
Fearful Smurf? Nope, not us. I don't know who the most fearful is. Scaredy. Okay.
SNL's Doug and Wendy. Whiner. There it is. Wimps. Can you say bonus?
Yes.
That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. All right, it's time to... The category is... Forming locker room alliances. Remember playing Capture the Flag in gym class? I'm so happy
Sort
for
of.
you. Anyway, say you want to capture a flag that has the same colors as America's Old Glory. Which of these countries' flags should you not snag? Thailand, France, Greece, or Chile?
What the heck is Old Glory? Ireland. Go Chile. Nope.
Your cheese is burning! Greece's flag is blue and white, and if you tried to steal it, you get kicked in the Acropolis. All right, buzz in for the... We're calling this one. Dodgeball can be so cruel.
Can't.
Wasn't gym class fun? Especially when it came to picking teams. Well, remember that, Sporto, as you figure out this analogy.
Okay.
Picked first in gym classes to Alpha, as picked last in gym classes to what? Pi, Omega, Beta, or Gamma?
Omega?
Alpha is the first letter in the Greek
The
alphabet,
Alpha,
and
the
Omega
Omega.
is the last.
From the beginning?
First,
and the
last,
end.
middle, what's the difference? When your underwear is yanked up over your head, all the games are the same.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, select. Korf de Brockel, Flemish
No.
corn turd.
No,
Wait a minute, is this a...
not the gibberish.
Well, what do you know? All right, you want the real category? Here it
I'm
is.
sorry, I despised you.
Being smart ain't cool. Remember, the sooner you buzz in, the more money you can make.
Okay, what is
Okay,
this?
then, tell me what this rhymes with. Him say, be dumb. Oh, and don't not ignore that punctuation there.
Oh, my spelling is going to suck.
First clue, it's a place.
Let me try
Iowa.
anyway.
All right, type in your answer here.
Did I
Did
actually
you know the
spell
word
it right, or did it
gymnasium
just
comes from the
take
Greek
the...
words meaning to exercise naked? Yeah, at least that way my underwear wouldn't have gotten yanked up over my head.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hit your...
Now.
Your category is... Drop that bacon, punk!
Aw.
You ready? Let's go.
I like it
From
when
which of these
vegetables-
dishes could you not steal the bacon? A Denver omelet, a club sandwich, a BLT, or quiche Lorraine?
I know BLT and quiche Lorraine have bacon. Omelets?
Yeah, baby!
Yay.
And be sure to run a few wind sprints right after eating so you can look at the omelet again. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question. Okay, give it up for... Allie. Oops! Did you know that the guy who invented basketball, James Naismith, was a phys ed instructor? Well, he was. Considering the type of baskets James Naismith used to invent basketball, what might you expect to see his phys ed students doing? Bouncing peaches off their feet, getting hit in the nose by Easter eggs, having picnics on the sidelines, or shooting laundry over the backboard?
I don't know.
He used peach baskets.
Okay.
Now why Shaq shoots bricks, only he knows. Okay, buzz in and lock on to...
Not the best for Jack Attack, but it'll do, I guess.
Alright, I hope you're warmed up. Here's your clue.
Yeah, what is
I hate Jim. Don't worry, after this you can hit the showers. Alright, good luck.
That's Crater. Jim Henson. In his creature shop. Ace Ventura. Where are you, Mr. Carey? Carey, there we go. Brown's running back? Jim Brown? Okay. What the heck is that? Shazam! The one thing that isn't a gym. Doors frontman. Morrison? Okay, it is Morrison. Yeah, separate but equal laws. Racism. Jim Crow? Right. Yeah, I think I heard that before. Pitcher? Jim, no. Jim Palmer? Okay. Jim Beam.
Alright, let's see your final score.
Okay.
There it is.
You were
Let's do a new game. New. Thank you. What do we got? Do you swear? No, never. Or where's the construction worker?
choose one.
I do believe it or not, but not as often as people think. While playing this game, you must be an extra special. Oh boy, I couldn't even read all that. No.
Greetings. Welcome to the ride. I see you've selected our language floor. I hope
Language?
you'll be able to learn some new words that you can actually use in mixed company. Now, how many contestants are there?
I'm still alone.
Well, just the one. That's fine. Is this your first time
Nope.
riding with... Well then, you won't be needing any more new instructions. It must be nice to know it all before you've even begun.
Okay.
How many languages do you speak
One,
fluently?
two, a bunch.
Perfect, thank you.
I can
As
sort
you
of.
know, your buzzer
bilingual.
is the key with the B on it. Enjoy the ride. See you at the bottom.
Thank you.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by Ye Old Booze Shoppy. Slurring your speech since 1777. And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie.
Cookie.
Hey, welcome to the
Cookie.
game. So, you like the foul language, huh? Well, that's just great. I'll try my best.
Thanks, Cookie.
All right, get
The
ready
language
to ride.
floor.
And hey, watch your language.
No promises.
so-
Now.
Oh my
Ooh,
God, you're a
that's
millionaire. All right, here's a category.
That was beautiful.
Gossip, the international language.
Okay.
Ah, gossip. You know, in my experience, if there's one thing that loosens lips, it's alcohol. And, it looks like Ye Old Booze Shop left some samples here.
Oh, boy.
What to do? Probably not a good idea for me to toss back a few brewskis during this game, but hey, they're free and I'm thirsty. You don't mind, right? Oh, what the
Nah,
heck.
don't mind. Go, Cookie, go.
All right, let's get going.
Let's take my
If
Fitbit
your
off.
clique
That's kinda
started speaking one of the clique languages, where would be the most appropriate place for you and your friends to hang out and gossip? Rural America, Australia, Asia, or Africa?
Africa, right?
It's good. The click languages are African languages, but I don't know how many malls you and your punk-ass friends will find over there to inhabit. All right, bang your buzzer and grab the...
Now?
Here's your category.
Okay.
We will bury you with a foreign tongue.
Will we?
Here we go. Suppose English language episodes of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie were to be broadcast in Russia. If heard by Russians who didn't speak English, what would the title sound like? Doll blah 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 blah, mother blah 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 blah, vodka blah 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 blah, or dog boy blah 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 blah?
What is kukla? Doll or mother? Doll?
Kukla is Russian for doll. And I'm guessing Russian viewers of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie will be thrilled. These are probably the best special effects they've ever seen. Okay, select the value.
No.
That is certainly not shabby. Now, let's see your category. Watch your language.
No.
Okay, get ready to buzz in and type out your answer on this one. If you had to type the subject of this question, what word would you type?
What word?
This could be it.
You?
It's all about you.
It's always been about you. You can be so selfish sometimes.
Hey, I'm just kidding with you. Come on. You know, you need to loosen up. Have a drink or something.
The makers of You Don't Know Jack do not condone peer pressure.
Okay.
All right, buzz in for the cash.
Now. Oh, that
Are
was
you
bad.
sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate,
Always with the certain
well, I for one am very excited.
Always with
We have
the
a dis or
dads
dat
being
question.
very bad bonuses.
The category for this dis or dat is a picture's worth 1,000 ones and zeros. Okay,
Ones
I'm
and
going to show
zeros,
you
sir.
7 words, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a computer language or a spoken language.
Is it computer? Is it a binary
For
language?
each
Or
right
is it
answer,
a
you get some cash,
verbal?
and you're going to lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7.
Okay.
And here we go. Basic computer or spoken.
Computer?
Arabic.
Spoken?
Sanskrit.
Spoken? Okay.
Cobol.
That's definitely computer.
Algol. Mandarin.
Spoken.
Fortran.
Oh, that wasn't? So close.
You only missed one. Not too bad. Let's add your winnings to your total.
It's cookie.
All right, there it is. Let's
Ah,
keep moving.
bilingual.
Hit your buzzer. Miss-
No.
Coming up.
Decent.
A royal pain in the patoot.
Real.
Okay, you with me? This one's worth $4,508. Here we go.
Okay.
In what activity would the Queen's English do her the most good? Doing shots, shooting
English?
pool, playing cards, or chewing tobacco?
What the heck is English use?
Is that an 8-ball in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh boy. Wait, that was actually
English
it?
is a term used in
I-
pool or billiards
I
to
was
describe
trying
the
to
spin
hit
a player
three and
puts
I
on a
hit the
ball
wrong-
when his
the
or her
right hand
penis hits it
spin.
off center. Speaking of spinning, what's up with the room right now?
Cookie. Do I need to
All
get
right,
help?
it's time to choose the value of the question. Let's do it. Ooh, don't you
Oh.
wish you could go back in time? Here's your category.
That was bad.
Things that come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go.
What's the
Suppose you want to use an idiom, but instead you end up spouting an ilium. What's come flying out of your mouth? An
Ilium?
Eskimo dwelling, a piece of small intestine, a Greek hero, or a twin?
An alien twin, I think?
Hi, I'm Larry, and this is my twin brother Barry. Hey.
Oh,
Here's the one you wanted.
so funny.
The ileum is part of your small intestine, and I'll tell you, spitting it out makes for really sparkling dinner conversation.
Oh, I
So
can
then
imagine.
says to him, I says,
Ugh. That poor guy.
hey, Buzz,
Now.
this one's called,
Better than last
do you
time.
have Marv Albert in a can?
No.
Ugh, I can't get the image of that guy hacking a part of his small intestine out of my mind. Anyway, see if you can complete this analogy. Analogy. Yeah, there you go.
There you
Marv Albert is to
Yes!
as Fat Albert is to what? No, what's happening, hey, 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 or let's boogie.
Hey, hey, hey.
Sweet. Marv Albert says,
Yes!
Fat Albert, no relation, says,
Hey, hey, hey!
hit your buzzer to choose the value of the...
Whoa.
Excuse me, I think you just stepped in road.
That is a big bonus for roadkill.
Remember, when you see the item that
Okay.
correctly connects the pair, hit your buzzer. And don't forget, bonus cash for the bonus puzzle at the end. Can you
That's it.
say grease lightning? Just checking. Here we go. Blank radio and parental sex speech equals the blank. What do these two things have in common?
Talk. The kid. Talk.
Puffer fish equals blank fish, and Charm's blank pop.
Blow.
Score.
Take the bait and small snack.
Light.
Score.
Prefer. Seems to be mouth
Family affair
movements, okay.
butler and Blank's mustard.
French.
Score.
Chunk of salt for animals and Tootsie Pop test.
Lick.
Score.
Yeah, this is definitely mouthing.
Wookie blank Baka and blank the fat.
Shoe.
They rock and roll all night and light touch.
Kiss. Yep, definitely mouthing.
Okay then, bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all Romance languages?
No.
English translations of parlay? Sounds coming from the bathroom? What you do with your mouth?
There it
Oh yeah,
Stuff.
that's
is. That come from the bathroom.
all things you do with your mouth, like drink. So here's to you.
Yeah, if you hear
That's what your
somebody
current score
blowing
looks
in
like.
the
Let's keep
bathroom,
going.
No,
All
not
right,
even
bang your
gonna finish
buzzer and
this.
grab. I think we can work with that. And
Yes, we
here's
can.
your category. Speak slowly. They're not from around here.
Aw.
Yeah, slow it down a little. I'm just, I just need you to slow it down.
Oh,
Imagine a scene from Star Trek in which the crew's universal translator breaks down. Which of these actual languages would allow them to talk to any aliens they meet? Magel, Egos, Linkos, or Continuum?
what are these languages? Continuum?
Continuum. What? Continue. What the hell language is that? You know what? Here's what it sounds like. Continuum. The
That was
correct
wrong,
answer
but I
is
love hearing him say it that way.
Linkos is it's a language that was created in the 1960s that supposedly allows us to communicate with any being anywhere in the universe. So when they make jokes about toilet paper and Klingons, everyone will get it. Toilet paper, Klingons.
Continuum. Oh. Cookie. Oh, Cookie.
it's so good.
Why on earth does he have
Okay,
to sound
buzz in and
so
lock onto the
normal
highest
when
value
he's
you
drunk?
can. We're calling this one. You speak with a forked hand.
A hand.
You know, I consider myself a pretty lucky guy. I mean, I've got this job hosting a game show and stuff, and you know, though, the one thing that didn't work out was when I asked Wheel of Fortune to lend me Vanna White for a show, and they got all like, well, anyway.
No.
Say a contestant on a Wheel of Fortune crosses her fingers for good luck. What might viewers familiar with dactylology think she's saying? I wish Vanna success and happiness. I would like an R, please. I think Pat Sajak is handsome, or I gotta pee like a racehorse.
I don't know. I kind of want to see the racehorse in him.
No kidding, I have to pee. We gotta like totally go fast through the rest of this game. All right, let's take a look at the right answer.
Oh.
In dactylology or finger spelling, you make an R by crossing your first two fingers. And if she has her middle fingers extended toward Pat, well, we can all guess she won't be returning for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, hit your buzzer.
Now?
Your category is Guitar Rock of Ages. Yeah, man, all right, rock and roll, woo!
Rockin'.
Okay, if all the music on classic rock stations had to be, it has to be, it doesn't have any choice in the matter, okay? That's the rule. It has to be sung in, quote, classical, unquote, languages. Which of these would be arid? Peter
There.
Frampton singing
He
in
sounds
Hebrew,
like
Cato
me when I'm
singing in
drunk.
Hungarian, the Who singing in Old English, or Led Zeppelin singing in Latin.
Classical? Latin, yes.
All right, class, translate the following. Hey, hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Latin and Greek are known as the classical languages. Rock!
Rock.
Now select.
Now?
Okay, you
Ooh,
got something.
beautiful.
Here's what we're looking at.
Let's get more tea.
Dry heaves sound worse than nails on a chalkboard.
Oh boy.
Yeah, dry heaves.
Poor cookie.
Oh, God. Okay, let's just get through this question. Everything's cool. Everything's cool.
Are you sure?
Which of these slang terms for regurgitation is not a good example of onomatopoeia? Barf, hurl, Ralph, or upchuck?
I imagine upchuck would not be onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia is a word that imitates or it sounds like the object or the action or whatever. Oh, I tried to hold it back.
Oh boy. Oh, poor
Okay, let me
man.
tell you something. Upchuck is definitely not the sound that happens when you throw up.
Definitely not.
When did I eat corn?
The makers of You Don't Know Jack would like to remind you that excessive drinking on the job can only lead to emotional torment and physical pain.
Hey, buzz into selected.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, here's your clue. Time for your sentencing. Well, I sure got my sentence. In fact, I'm standing in a puddle of it right now. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you. Tim. Thingy. I think it might be a proper noun. It is a pronoun. Oh yeah, this should be interesting. Sneezed. And adjective. No, it's a verb. It's not an adjective, it's a verb. Tiny. Tiny might be an adjective. Because it's a conjunction. Conjunction, what's your function? Into preposition. Yeah, a preposition. Quickly. That's not an adjective. No running. Good. Adverb. That's what it is. Okay. Tim. Where is the enchantment? Proper noun. There you go. Adjective. Okay, tiny is an adjective. Got it.
Oh, almost perfect. Too bad you had no one to share it with.
This week on the James Brown Celebrity Scrabble
All
Tournament,
right, if
the
you're-
godfather
I'll
of
be
soul
right back. I
takes
need
on
to do
former
something
child star
quickly.
Rusty O'Dean.
What?
57 points. HWUNAWUH? What?
That's not a
In a
word.
minute. Jump back.
Come on, this isn't
Wait,
fair.
I tell you what, fair. In a minute. I got the
Tuesday after Hallie McNeil.
Yeah, can I get the steak without the meat?
Sorry, sir, that's not possible.
Ugh, where does a vegetarian have to go to get a decent meal around here?
Come on down to Joe's Backyard for 2 acres of vegetarian delight. For only $9.99, I'll set you out to pasture, and that includes unlimited returns to my grass buffet.
Now I don't have to stay home when my non-vegetarian friends go out to eat. I can even bring my dog.
Depending on the time of year, we've got 4-leaf clovers, dandelions, daisies, crabgrass, and of course our most popular item, good old-fashioned grass.
I'm a vegan, and I feel more comfortable knowing that my dinner wasn't cooked in the same pan as some helpless hunk of butter.
I like not having to use utensils. It's so natural.
Wow, look how green that grass is under Joe's lawn chair. My mouth is watering. Let's graze.
Hey, Joe, why is it called Joe's Backyard?
Because I'm Joe, and it's my backyard.
It'll be such a blast, 'cause I'm going on a fast with you. It'll be so great as we ignore our dinner plate of food. Get those fools that let the stomachs expand. If I wasn't so weak, I would take your hand in mine. Come on and get hungry with me tonight. Soon both your heart and your head will feel so light. Deprivation.
There we go. I brought back some ice too because I couldn't really bring myself to make a kettle. So let's just do new players. Okay, what do we got? Question. When you're done eating a bowl of cereal, do you drink? What did you do? Drink it or dump it? Drink it? Of course. You're kidding, right? You drink that brown sugary sludge? You weren't breastfed enough, were you?
Hi there. Welcome to the ride. Got milk? Of course not. You probably drank it all. Fear not. There's lots of dairy products where you're headed.
Dairy products.
How many people will be playing? Oh, so there's only one of you. That's fine. There's only one of me, too. Is this the first time on the ride for you? Excellent. It's always great to play with experienced professionals. Now I will ask you to type in your name. Go ahead.
I went.
Thanks a lot. Remember to be all you can be.
I love how it's like, I'm not even gonna give you the opportunity to type.
Enjoy the ride. See you at the bottom.
Thank you, lady.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is sponsored by Lactose John's Ladies of the Evening. Come meet our girls. And now, please welcome your host, Cookie.
Welcome to the game. I hope you had sugar in your cereal this morning, because you're going to have to keep up with me.
All right.
Well, I hope you took
The
your
dairy
Lactaid. We're taking a ride on the Milky Way. All right. The category is... Dairy, I need your huggin'. And right this way, please. If you wanted to use real butter to butter up your lover, which of the following should you say? Your eyes are blue as the Land O'Lakes. You're the best ever. I promise. You're stacked like a country crock. Or, I can't believe it's not butter.
Land O'Lakes is, if I'm not mistaken.
It's like real butter.
We don't have that up here, but
Kiss
only
and
reason I
make
know
up,
that is
but
because we get
remember,
the
keep those
Food
sticks
Network
wrapped.
magazine and they have ads for it.
All right, buzz in for the cat. All right,
That's
all
bad.
right. Okay, here's your category.
That's so bad.
Dairy Fresh Rock and Roll. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. What dairy treat might you expect to be served in a white room with black curtains near the station? Ice milk, cream, yogurt, or custard?
A white room with black curtains near the station?
Now that's the treat you'll want to have if you're in some tight pants with a summer yeast infection. Oh, look what I have here. The correct answer.
Cream?
White Room is a hit by Eric Clapton's old band, Cream. I tell you, this guy Clapton is in a whole dairy aisle by himself.
I know not.
Okay, select the value of the question. Well, I've seen better, and I've seen worse, and I've seen France. Well, here's your category. Are Cracker Jacks kosher?
I don't know, are they?
You know how sportscaster Harry Carey always shouted, "Holy cow!" Well, if Harry Carey said "holy cow" because he believed cows to be sacred, what religion did he probably practice? Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, or Judaism?
That'd be Hinduism.
Tasty. Cows are considered sacred by Hindus, especially when they hit home runs.
Oh, yeah, we need to turn on the
Holy cow!
Hit your buzzer
There
to
you
select
go.
the value you want.
No.
Well, no
That's
good
so
can come of that. Here's your category.
Oh, man.
No thanks, I'll just spread some vomit on a cracker.
Ugh.
And now, the question. Suppose a group of dairy farmers are having their company photo taken. Instead of "say cheese," what should the photographer say to get them to smile? Say pasteurized blocks of yeast. Say pressed and matured milk curd. Say non-lactose oxygenation process. Or say hormone-altering cow injections.
That's two, I believe. Yay!
But if you really want these farmers to smile, just put a teat in each of their hands.
Hey! What are you doing? Get your hands off that holy teeth! Holy cow!
Oh, callbacks.
Hit your... Okay, give it up for... Now whip your cream and beat your eggs, too. Hey, you were a kid once, right? Well, you've surely heard the phrase, "last one in's a rotten egg."
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the last major fighting nation to enter into World War II were a rotten egg, which country would smell like sulfur? Italy, France, Russia, or the United States?
I think the U.S. was the last people, yes?
We stink.
Okay.
We didn't join the war until 1941. That's why we're known as the land of milk and nanny boo boo.
Yes. Milk, honey, and
buzz
nanny
in,
boo
lock
boo.
onto- Ah, you blew it. Here's your category.
Boy, this ain't good.
I get soggy in milk.
Cookie, I didn't
Hey,
even
you know
hear
how
that.
nations are always boycotting the Olympics for one reason or another? Well, say the Olympic Village serves cold cereal for breakfast. Because its athletes are more likely to be lactose intolerant, what country will most likely boycott the breakfast? Brazil, Japan, the United States, or Sweden?
I think Asians tend to be lactose tolerant more, yes?
Asians are more likely than any other ethnic group to be lactose intolerant.
Okay, there we go.
But given the choice between soy milk and sushi on my Wheaties, I'll take the fish.
Yes, get the fish.
Okay. Could I interest you in some roadkill?
Yes, roadkill, please.
Buzz in when you see
Roadkill
the
on the
correctly paired up
dairy
two items on
floor.
the screen, and that bonus
What
question
would
at
this
the end
even
could mean
entail, I
more
wonder?
cash. All right, put it in gear. We're going. Formal dance party. And zany redhead Lucille. What's the common
Ball?
link between these two?
See a ball.
The cards are dealt, and applause.
And...
Score!
Female elephant, and lick in your hair.
Cowlick, I think? Yeah, we cow.
Gravy holder, and show blank.
Show them.
Fish covering and series of musical notes.
Oh, scales. Get back here. Thank you. Just trying to understand.
Hockey
like
trick
that.
and simple high blank.
Wait, would it be a hat trick? Yeah, it was a hat trick and didn't come back.
Use with the fly in your soup and dump blank.
A waiter.
All right, let's nab that bonus. What do all the
What
correct answers
is
have
the
in
connection?
common? Are they all things on which you melt cheese? Things that contain milk? Items found in a warehouse? Things you tap?
Oh.
Cures for lactose intolerance? Items in my front pocket? Things you tap?
There we go. Let's try to think. What the heck? Ball tip, hand tip, cow tip,
Here's a tip for
boat
you.
tip,
Don't get all
skill
hopped up on
tip,
Twinkies, okay? You'll thank me
hat
later.
tip, waiter tipping.
All right, there it is. Let's keep moving.
Thinking of cows and the waiter was the most
Calling
I
this
could
one.
piece together.
Little Jack Horner got a better meal.
Oh yeah.
Hey, remember that old nursery rhyme went something like this? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey.
Yeah.
So tell me, what the hell is whey? The liquid part of coagulated milk, mold scraped off an aged cheese, the stomach lining of a calf, or pudding skin?
Coagulated, I believe.
Way to go! Next we'll figure out what the hell her tuffet is.
Yay!
Whey is the watery
Whoa,
part
that ending
separates from
number.
the solid milk curds when making cheese. I like mine in a rocks glass with vodka.
Kind of wish I was playing the Death episode
Alright, bang
again.
the buzzer and grab the
Because
highest
of the
value.
666. Now.
Coming up. Mount Olympus could have used a Starbucks.
No.
Okay, prepare yourself. $3,417 is on the line here. And the question is, so tell me, which of these is not a half and half? A centaur, a harpy, a cyclops, or the minotaur?
Not a cyclops because he isn't a mixture of anything.
I think I'll be taking my coffee black from now on. A cyclops is just a big old guy with one eye in the middle of his forehead. Hey, buzzin'.
Oh, that's
Oh,
six.
nice picking. Well, wouldn't you
It's
know
a
it?
plague.
It's time to play Dis or
It's a
Dat.
plague of terrible.
And this Dis or Dat questions category is, with a little effort, you can show up at the same time. Okay, listen up, because I'm going to read off 7 words. And
Okay.
for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a word that begins with chicken or a word that begins with egg.
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Okay.
You're going to get some money for each right answer. You lose
Well, at
cash
least
for
it
a
won't
wrong
be
answer
that
or
much of a
you don't get
loss.
to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. Let's do it. Wire, chicken or egg?
Chicken wire,
Head,
egghead,
beater,
egg beater,
liver,
chicken livered,
box,
chicken box,
roll,
egg roll,
feed.
chicken feed. If you have an egg feed,
With time to spare,
I
here you
question
go.
your logic.
That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. All right, buzz in for the cash. This one's called
Okay, that's a lot better.
Crying Over Spilled Milk.
No,
Hey,
not
remember
the
that
milk.
70s court case in San Francisco where the murderer got a reduced sentence for saying he was hopped up on junk food when he did the crime? Well,
No.
considering the famous defense used in the case, who would have been the most appropriate defense lawyer for the murderer of politician Harvey Milk? Twinkie the Kid, Susie Q, King Ding Dong, or Little Debbie?
Was it a ding dong?
King Ding Dong? What were they thinking calling those things King Ding Dong? You know who eats these? Kids. In case
kind
you're
of
wondering,
true. Why would they
Twinkie
do
the
that?
Kid? Well, yeah, I guess it was known as the Twinkie defense. Maybe he can lasso as a judge who knows a just ruling from his, snowballs. Okay, select the value of the... Well, it's a
That's so
start.
bad.
Anyway, this used to be Sean Penn's playground. Okay, play ball. Say Madonna used a hand pump to get her breast milk flowing before feeding her baby. Which of her songs would best describe this process? Open your heart, express yourself, justify my love, or into the groove?
Is it groove or expressing? Express, I think?
Mothers can express breast milk by using a hand pump. But how she got milk out of them cone-shaped boobs, I'll never know. Well, it's highly unlikely I will.
She can never
Alright, it's
escape
time to choose
those
the value of the
iconic
question.
cones. She'll never escape, even in her 60s. Although, a lot of people just kind of laugh at it, which is a
Smell that
60-year-old dressing up
derriere.
with
Oh, sorry.
and doing things like that.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Old MacDonald had a farm. Okay.
Already. I hate that guy.
Cat. Speaking of cats, Deirdre's sleeping upstairs. Where's the doggo? Sound of farm animals, of course. Sheep. What do we got? Wombat. I almost pressed wombat. It was like, if there's a wombat on your farm, that's quite interesting. Cow. A nene. Horse. Okay. Squeak squeak. Mouse.
Damn! 7 for 7! And against very stiff competition!
That might be my worst episode. That might be the worst episode I've ever played. I kind of want to see, where is this one on the leaderboard, if anywhere? Let's look at the scores. Yeah, that might be my worst. Why? I love how the most highest ones have to do with death, have to do with dev, and also and crime. Those are my highest ones I've gotten. Wow. A promise is a promise, you bet, or it depends. Hang on 1 second, I'll be right back. Let's use. Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. let's resume.
Make your selection.
You bet. You still believe in loyalty and honesty, sucker. Hey.
Welcome to the ride. You know, I used to believe a promise is a promise too, until I got to the politics floor.
Oh no, not the politics floor.
How many contestants are there? One player? Great. I'll keep you company. Is this your first time? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you right away. My apologies.
Kinda hard to know. That's
I
considered
need
this
you to
hair.
type in your name now.
No thank you. I'd rather not give you my name.
I repeat, please place your name on the screen using the keys.
No.
Okay, let's just call you Whip.
Whip.
If you feel like buzzing, use the letter B. These little elevator jaunts always end too soon. Oh well, see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack, The Ride, is brought to you by Inoffensive Eddie's Bland Suit Emporium. Inoffensive Eddie says, if they remember you were in the room, your suit's too loud. And now, here's your host, Cookie.
Welcome to the game. It's nice to see you. As your host, I promise you a cleaner, safer game and a chicken in every pot. That's a campaign promise.
Is
Oh, remember, do as I say. This is not a democracy. Here's your category.
Okay, what are we gonna do here?
You can't spell politics without P-O-T.
Yeah.
Let's see that question. Say you're invited to a joint session. Who's the guest of honor at this party?
What's a
the
joint
president,
session?
the vice president, the speaker of the house, or a foreign dignitary?
Is it president or is it the dignitary?
Now, foreign dignitaries speak in front of joint meetings. And you know, everyone's always a little more uptight with a stranger there and all. Watch and learn.
President?
A joint session of Congress brings the House and Senate together to hear the president make a speech. So the president might speak, but he doesn't inhale. Get your
Alright,
buzzer.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Something. Here's your category. In politics, you must lie like a cheap rug. You know, back when Washington and Jefferson were president,
yes,
men wore those silly wigs. And Bill Clinton's haircut is always a hard news item, so I was thinking, if Bill Clinton wore the last wig president on his head, with what dashing new look could he impress the ladies? His mane of Monroe, his forelock of Fillmore, his coiffure of Cleveland, or his tousle of Taft?
I don't know presidents. Fillmore?
It's just about the only way for people to notice Millard Fillmore.
Okay.
The thing is, if you notice that it's a wig, etiquette says you're supposed to act as if you're a member of the Know-Nothing Party. Alright, bang your buzzer and grab the highest value.
Now.
Oh my god,
Ooh,
you're
it's beautiful.
rolling in it. Here's your category.
Nice.
The Capitol Dome sprang a leak. Let's get going. If it begins raining cats and dogs in the Capitol, from what will the lawmakers have to protect themselves? Temps, lobbyists, reporters, or leftover bills?
Cats and dogs? Sounds like a bill thing.
Knowing leftover or stray bills that deal with minor issues are called cats and dogs.
That makes sense. The stray
But
bills.
having all those cats and dogs around really covers up the everyday stink of corruption.
I bet so.
Hey, you can live on that. Here's your category.
Why am I getting so good right now?
He'd make Jesse Helms look like a liberal black woman. Hey, you know how on the Dukes of Hazzard, Boss Hogg is a crooked politician and Roscoe P. Coltrane is a corrupt sheriff?
Nah,
Well,
don't
say Boss Hogg
really
runs
know.
for president with Roscoe as his running mate. According to the 12th Amendment, what will be true? Bo and Luke couldn't run against them, Roscoe wouldn't have to be a U.S. citizen, Boss Hogg would have to be old and white, or electoral voters couldn't vote for them both. Now, Bo and Luke could run, but good luck getting Northern votes when you're campaigning out of a car with a big Confederate flag on it.
Yeah.
Here's what you should have picked. The 12th Amendment
can't
states
vote
that
on
if the
both.
president and vice president are from the same state, then electoral voters in that state can't vote for both of them. What? You want a joke? You think the Constitution is supposed to be funny? Now select the highest...
Bingo!
If you're a liar and need a job, consider politics. So L-I-A-R-S.
R-A-A-R-S, L-I-A-R-S.
Or sign up for law school.
Welcome to Liars!
Yes. Politicians and lawyers, the most notorious for lying.
The cash. All right then, let's go.
What's this?
A bastard child is blank.
Illegitimate? Get the eye.
Illegitimate. Oscar the Grouch's pet worm.
Wait, he has a pet worm?
Slimy.
Slime. No.
Blood-sucking parasite.
Leech?
That sucks. Tubular pasta blankatoni.
Rigatoni?
Greg. Just one more letter. Go get it. Hope's blank of the lock.
Blank of the lock?
Rape.
The rape of the law? Yikes.
Hester Prynne's crime.
Was he an adulteress?
Did you cheat? You got it.
He was an adult.
Liars.
Beautiful.
We got a bonus. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the height.
No.
Your category is?
Not the best.
Always a bridesmaid, never the president.
Ah.
Okay, you ready for this question? $39.97 is on the table. Here it is. Who died and made the president pro tempore boss of the country? The president, the vice president, the speaker of the house, or all of the above? The president pro tempore backs up the VP as head of the Senate. He's third in line for the presidency, following the vice president and the speaker of the house.
Okay.
But don't think he doesn't have a plan for redecorating the executive washroom just in case. All right, buzz in for the cash. That ain't chump change. All right,
No, it's
let's see
really
what we
not.
got. Bring a sweater. It's gonna be a Cold War.
Oh, no, no, no.
You ready? Let's go. If the arms race had been decided by racing arms, the United States could have won by any of these margins except which? A humerus, a radius, a tibia, or an ulna?
What's a humerus?
Now, the humerus is the long bone in the upper arm. And,
Oh.
you know, saying long bone is pretty humorous. Well, what do we have here?
Tibia?
The tibia is part of the leg, which we use to kick the
tibia
Soviets'
being
ass.
tibia? That makes
next,
sense.
China. All right, it's time to choose the value of the... We're calling this one Swift Justice in the Food Court. Now, everyone knows about the famous landmark Supreme Court abortion rights case Roe v. Wade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, imagine a second Roe v. Wade case reaches the U.S. Supreme Court. What landmark issue could the case be about? Waterfowl jurisdiction, fish egg rights, green vegetable abuse, or cheese equity?
Thank you, Stardew Valley, with that newer update.
Roe is another name for fish eggs.
Reason I know that's because you need the sturgeon roe, so that way you can add it into the little preserving jar, so that way you can have some caviar.
Select the value of the questions. Thank you. Are you sitting down? Well, of course
Well-
you are. You're at a computer. At any rate,
That's better than what I've been doing for Desert Hat.
time for a dis or dat question.
Nice.
The category for this dis or dat is you win some, you loser. Okay, I'm gonna read off the names of 7 guys, and for each one, I want you to tell me if he won a presidential election, lost a presidential election, or
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
for each right answer, you get some cash, and you're gonna lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. And here we go. Clinton, one lost or both?
Just one.
Bush,
Both.
Perot,
Lost.
Reagan,
I want to say both. Dang it.
Carter,
Both, I think.
Ford,
Lost.
Nixon.
Think lost.
Ooh, damn, time's up.
Dang it.
Now then, I gotta deduct some cash for the one you never answered. But hey, not too bad. It could have been worse. Let's throw it into your total.
Yeah,
That's what your current score
not too
looks
bad.
like. Let's keep going. Hey, buzz into selective. The category is built like a brick mill house. You know how
a
Richard
brick
Milhouse
Millhouse, you
Nixon
say.
said, "I am not a crook," when in fact he was as crooked as they come? Well,
You mean
what
like most?
transparent lie could Milhouse from The Simpsons tell the American people? I am not Homer Simpson's drinking buddy. I am not Chief Wiggum's son. I am not Bart Simpson's sidekick. Or, I am not a cashier at the Quickie Mart. Now write it on the chalkboard 100 times.
I would, but I
Thing is,
think
I always thought
but I
Milhouse looked
think
like
the chalk would be
Kissinger.
basically
I mean,
a
with
stub.
The big nose, the glasses, you know. Hey, can't be too disappointed with that.
beautiful.
Here's your category. Over-the-counter culture.
Counterculture.
Okay, get out your little round glasses and your tie-dyes, because I've got a little counterculture phrase for you to figure out.
Oops, sorry.
Turn on, blank blank, and drop out. All right, which of the following completes this quote? Turn in, turn off, or tune out?
Tune in makes the most sense.
Turn on, tune in, and drop out was ex-Harvard professor Timothy Leary's slogan in the 60s.
Yeah.
And then at his death in 1996, Leary urged internet users to log on and sit in while he dropped out.
Oof.
Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest value.
No.
Okay, give it up for
Okay, not bad.
Color Me Impeached.
What
You
if I
know
don't
how
want
the book Primary Colors tries to pass as fiction even though it's obviously a satire of Bill Clinton's primary campaign? Well, if the thinly veiled characters in Primary Colors had been named for the 3 primary colors used in video imaging, who would not have been included? President Red, Secretary of State Blue, Senator Green, or Attorney General Yellow?
In this time period? It's very yellow, I think. Yellow?
Though artists include yellow in the primary color palette, video imaging uses red, blue, and green as the 3 primary colors. But considering all the bad press, Clinton, the fictional president's primary colors are black and blue.
Ooh.
Hit your buzzer to choose.
Dang cookie.
My fellow Americans, I cannot tell a lie, but I can give you this clue.
What is
The
it?
land of milk and alphabets.
Milk
look at
and
this, if I turn the
alphabets.
bowl slightly, I can spell dumbass. Okay, here we go.
Milk and alphabets. CIA? Oh, spying. Taxes. I thought they were like FCC. What is that? Communications. Why did I hit the fat kids thing in the first place? The what is that? Immigration? OSHA? Workplace safety maybe? Dang it, what away. Trade? The FTC's trade, okay. HUD. What the heck does HUD mean? Urbanhausen? I guess that... Yeah, that works. Spying. Get back here. Thank you. OSHA. Killer whale, no. Self-important environment, no. Workplace safety.
Let's see that final score!
Nothing too bad.
That's the story!
One is for the heartache.
If you've ever been in love,
Two is for the tears.
or just had to do your taxes,
I'm itemizing the deductions you've taken through the years.
this album is for you.
I've got more than 4.
Do I want to play again, or do I want to do something else? Honestly, maybe I'll... Yeah, one more time. Then I'll get ready to make pancakes, since today is Pancake Tuesday. Come on. Thank you. Would you rather live in a dingy trove surrounded by beautiful flowers, or in a mansion? Mansion, I guess? Who cares about the location, right? As long as you have the money. And a good alarm system.
Welcome. The ride is beginning now. How many people will be playing? You're alone, by yourself. That's great. Thank you. Is this the first? Welcome back. We may tease you a lot, but we
Got you on the spot. Welcome back.
May I have your name, please?
Why not?
Tasty.
That's what I wanted to do for the dairy floor, but it wouldn't allow that.
I'm so sorry to say that our time together is finally over. Enjoy your ride.
Well, thank you. 242. At least they're going down again.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by Personal Spacesuit Systems Incorporated. Want more personal space? Never touch anyone again. Call now. And now here's your host, the one, the only, Cookie.
Hey, nice to see ya. Did you have a difficult time finding the computer in your big old palace? Well, you're in my personal space now.
Oh boy, what is this? Space? We're going to space.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I just spaced out there for a second. I do that sometimes. Anyway, you ready to ride?
Of course. Let's go.
All right, buzz on.
Now.
Here's your category. All it takes is a journey into space and a sensible dinner. Here we go. Say NASA sponsors a weight loss program that sends participants to the moon. What will they honestly be able to say in the commercials? I shed 5/6 of my total weight. I lost 10 pounds. I went down 2 sizes instantly. Or, I didn't weigh anything.
Is it free or 4? I'm gonna go free.
You went down 2 sizes immediately. What'd you do, eat your legs? Oh, look what I have here. The correct answer. The moon's gravitational
5'6",
pull is
really?
6 times as weak as on Earth.
That's one small step for a fat man, one giant leap. Oh, hold on a second, I'm out of breath.
All right, bang your buzzer. Now, this one's called... I need to hem up my space slacks. Guess the magic number here is 3565. Could be your lucky number. Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out.
How would you needle the city that has the Space Needle? You need a little more height there, Dallas. It's pointy, like your head, Seattle. That's cool, but you still suck, New York. Or are you just happy to see me, Las Vegas?
It's Seattle, yes?
It's in Seattle, all right.
Okay. 'Cause I knew it was definitely not New York or...
It took for being near Puget Sound.
I knew it was definitely not Dallas or New York.
Okay, buzz in and lock onto the highest value. May I say
Whoa.
zoinks? Here's the category. The space between your ears. Hey, remember that commercial that says, "This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs." Well, if the egg really is your brain and the frying pan is your cranium, what's that stuff between your brain and the skull? Meninges margarine, lobe lard, brainium butter, or pituitary Pam?
Brainium?
Oh, I can't believe it's not brainium butter. The correct answer is the meninges are the membranes between your fried brain and your skull. Pan.
Brainium.
It's your buzzer. Coming up.
Oh boy.
If you're constantly spacey, you might just be stupid. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. If you're feeling really spacey, which of these movies should you not see? LA Confidential, 12 Monkeys, The Usual Suspects, or 7?
12 Monkeys, I think?
What you talking about, Bruce Willis?
Okay, good.
Kevin Spacey was not in 12 Monkeys. I think for spacey monkeys, you need to see Project X, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bingo.
There was a place so very vast, and on it was a homo. R-A-N-G-E. 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 Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Welcome to Range. I hope you have some. Remember to hit your buzzer.
We'll see if we have the range to do
up.
this.
If you collect all the letters, you grab the cash. Here we go.
Okay.
There's no more at the end.
Room. Come on, get back on there.
Yo, wake up! What's the first letter of room service? Continent where the bison roam.
North America?
North America. Kentucky says theirs is blue.
Grass?
Rasp.
Is that where the music genre comes from?
Blabbermouths are full of hot what?
Hot air?
Air. Come on, one more letter and you really cash out. 49th state.
I thought it was like... Georgia? Alaska?
Real product of our what?
Our environment?
Environment. Bingo.
Nice.
Range. You got the bonus.
Beautiful.
All right, there it is. Let's keep moving.
Oh, it's still in the negatives.
Now select the highest. Your category is the party-in type. Here's the question.
What is our...
Okay, say your keyboard is a town and the keys are houses. Now say the space bar is an actual bar. Because it's closest to the space bar, which of these letters might complain about the noise? A, B, J, or Q?
Go get it!
Yep, it sucks to live across from that damn space bar.
I hit the B on it to buzz in, and then I tried.
Maybe if you quit
It's like, oh,
complaining and
wait,
join the
that's not
party,
right.
you might loosen up and make some friends. Like maybe with Semicolon, for instance. Hey, buzz into selective value. We're calling this one. Is your computer insane?
Is
you
it
gotta
the
get your score on
Allied
the plus
Master
side here.
computer?
Let's go.
Because...
If HAL, the insane computer from 2001 A Space Odyssey, had appeared in the original Odyssey, what might he have said?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Odysseus. What are you doing, Homer? I'm feeling much better now, Jason. Really.
Or,
I'm scared, Hercules.
What is Odyssey? Odysseus?
Odysseus undertook the original Odyssey.
I was gonna say Homer,
Now, I
but
forget,
that
when
would
exactly
be
does he
Space
meet up with David
Odyssey.
Bowie? All right. Okay, give it up for. I'm merely asking,
Mirror.
And right this way, please.
Okay, I'm dialing the
Which
pause
song
button.
title properly uses the English translation of the Russian word mirror? Mirror like an eagle, mere oddity, give mirror a chance, or achy breaky mirror?
Mirror? Three?
Mirror is Russian for the word peace.
Peace.
So all we are saying is give that over a decade-old piece of junk a chance. All right, bang your buzzer and grab the highest value.
No.
The category is powdered eggs and tang again?
That sounds
Ever had
awful.
a lousy time at summer camp?
It's like
well, think
space
about the
food.
movies and finish the following letter for me.
Dear Mom and Dad, I want to come home. I wish you never made me go to space camp in the first place. Food is bad, the other kids are mean, and yesterday we dodged asteroids and saved the world. Aliens beat me at the big camp race. Mel Brooks made us do arts and crafts.
Or
We accidentally got launched into space.
It's either 2 or 4. We accidentally got launched.
in the movie Space Camp, while touring the space shuttle, Leah Thompson and pals are accidentally fired into space. But the mission wasn't a total loss. The campers taught some Russian cosmonauts how to build an addition onto the mirror out of popsicle sticks. Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the hunt. Here's your category. Don't you want somebody to blow up? All right, get ready and complete this analogy.
Okay.
Jefferson Airplane is to Starship as Salt is to what? Bomb, Start, Reagan, or Pepper? That would be wrong.
Salt is
All right,
pepper.
let's take a look at the right answer. Just as Jefferson Airplane eventually mutated into Starship, the SALT, or Strategic Arms Limitation talks, eventually mutated into START, or Strategic Arms Reduction talks.
Okay.
Gorbachev called the signing of the START agreement an historic occasion, while Reagan merely claimed that we built this city on strategic arms reductions. All right, buzz in for the... All right, you could win a lot of cash on this one, or for that matter, lose a lot.
That is a long
It's time
number.
to
I'm
play
not
This or
answering that.
That.
Actually, guys, the Rise Out
This This
phone
or That
still
question
works.
category is, why are all the good little green men taken? I'm going to read off a
The
list of
green
7
little
items.
good
And for each
men,
one, I want you to
okay.
tell me if it applies to TV's Rhoda or Yoda from Star Wars.
Rhoda or Yoda? Okay.
You're going to get some money for each right answer.
I love how
Cash for a
Yoga
wrong
has
answer or any you
TM
don't get
after
to.
it.
Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. Let's do it.
Okay.
Lives in a swamp, Rhoda or
Yoda.
lives in New York.
Yeah, Rhoda.
Advises Luke Skywalker.
Yoda.
Advises Mary Richard. Is green. Is Jewish. Is played by Valerie Harper.
Oh. Not bad.
Six right.
I
Not
meant the
quite
hit
perfect,
to
but
Rhoda.
You can't get any closer. Let's throw
I
it into your
accidentally
score.
did not.
That's what your current score
delicious.
looks like. Let's keep going. Okay, but your category is to boldly go on a road trip. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. Which of the following towns would the crew of the Starship Enterprise not be able to visit? Earth, Texas, Jupiter, Florida, Uranus, Montana, or Mars, Pennsylvania?
Do you know Jupiter, Florida?
No, they could go there and learn more about the strange beings known as old farts. Here's the one you wanted.
Uranus,
is
Montana.
the only planet not to have an American town named after it.
Where are we off to now?
Uranus, Captain.
Okay, but be gentle with that tricorder.
Hit your buzzer to select the value you want.
No.
Ready for your final frontier? This clue should help.
Okay.
Some space to explore. Well, yeah,
Space
certainly inside of your skull, but also some other places. Let's check them out.
center field for you. Okay, what else do we got? We have between two buildings. Is it an alley? Yeah, it's an alley. Okay. Between US and Canada. Of course. Between Earth and airspace. The atmosphere. Between the pelvis and the vortex. No, not the left handles. The abdomen. There we go. Between the goal line and the end zone. Between the shoulder and the cuff. Or the arm. Oh man, didn't even get the chance to hit it. That's
Oh, so close! Just as well no one was around to see it anyway.
yeah. Not the best either. That's okay.
How many times has this happened to you?
Daddy, what's the difference between absolute and relative?
Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gents. I guess I'll see you next time around. Hopefully you have a good day.